All right, as always, here's the risk disclosure. Trading futures is risky. Know what you're doing before you do it, and you can lose all your money. Also, this live stream is not financial advice. It is for educational purposes only, and the live stream is not intended to copy my trades. Good morning, everybody. Morning, Dr. Jim. Let's see. Morning, Daniel. All right, I don't know if y'all saw, but we have the Easter sale is live for Apex Trader funding. 80% off until the 18th. So we got a couple weeks of that. Yep, 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today. And its coupon code is good for unlimited usage. So they've never done that before either. Usually it's up to 20 accounts. I'm going to have to refresh my 30 tick chart because it only loaded one day. While that's doing that, I'll be right back. All right, I am back and my chart is refreshed. Looks a lot better. Oh man, there was a nice run up. Look at that. Nice run up overnight. Let's see. Let's go to the 50 tick chart. Here we had our bar chop overnight. Then a nice long run. That was nice. Look at this 30 tick chart here. Let's see what happens here. But this may be a ICR right here. So we ran all the way up, came down, pulled back almost to the same level, but just short of it, and laid a mini magnet. And now it's pushed down. So this could be an ICR here, although it hasn't moved I mean, it moved a good ways. Typically, you like to see it move further. But I'm going to go ahead and mark that as a temporary wall, 348, and see how price reacts when it comes back to it, if it does. But that's potentially an ICR right here. Right at, which if you don't know what that is, that's an institutionally controlled reversal, 13,348. So I'm going to mark that real quick. Morning, John. Jimmy, you got a little LRE. It was messy, but it ran. Nice. Just trying to throw this wall in here real quick at 13,348. It's an ICR. 13,348. Morning, Preet. And yeah, so an ICR along with a simplicity short. This would have been, let's see, where was it? Back at 646. Right in this area. Bar closed down. So it would have been a nice simplicity short to go with it. Or an LRE right here. Any of these simplicities would have been nice with an ICR headed in that direction. Now we potentially could get a short, another short underneath the ZOI, which is what I would like. Because that'd be breaking this deviation, this area, and you see how we have this mini magnet right here? That's the signal that this could potentially push through this mess. Oh, and I just realized, 50 tick chart, what do we have? We have a breakout bar. So ran up, 4-bar chop, breakout bar, and let's see if it continues. We do have the JOLTS job openings report at 10 a.m., so I'm just hoping that doesn't create, no movement. But it looks okay so far. Looks okay. 7/12/30 was your LRE. Let's check it out real quick. Yeah, Simplicity was in a nice run down. At that time, so with your trade there, it looks like it's right here where it laid a couple of mini magnets there. So that's nice to push down. Yeah, this looks like this cluster would have made it a little, a little rough. But yeah, I made it down. Unknown trader, yeah. That's what happened to me last Friday. I didn't get anything pre-market. And then it was the end of the quarter, end of the month, Friday. And I had already decided I'm not going to trade Friday afternoons. And then everybody was telling me, oh, yeah, after the open, market just went basically long all day. And it was great. So, yeah, it's nice. Lovely. Good for y'all. Got a response from... Oh, you got a response from Kinetic? All right, I'm reading it now. They told me the data got canceled somehow the weekend. I asked them. Oh, huh. Yeah, I noticed I got billed. I mean, yeah, because it's the first of the month, so I get billed every first. So maybe they just had some kind of processing renewal issue with you then. That sucks. Oh, let me refresh my dynamic magnets flux levels. Okay, so it's come down here to the COI, but as you can see, it's maybe okay. It's breaking. It might break now, but it looks like it was trying to lay a mini magnet on top of the ZOI. And if that happens, if this closes up and lays that mini magnet, then I'll have another zone defined where I'm not taking a trade. It would be basically between this ZOI and maybe even up here, because this mini magnet here. But if you go above it, then we have these double clusters to the left. So I'll probably take something in there, but I'll just be careful. But regardless, it looks like it's coming down. It is coming down. So we got a simplicity short here, trying to break through this level. So hopefully it does. It does not. It keeps trying to leave a mini magnet here. Hopefully it does not. We got 300 right down here, and price blew right through. So if it comes back and tests 300, that'd be nice. Get a nice short on its way down. So we'll see. I will want a nice close though underneath this area, underneath this COI. Like I need a nice clean, because it hasn't really. I haven't got a full bar underneath it here on the 10 tick, because here's that 30 tick ZOI. I'd prefer it to come down further in this area and then take a pullback off the bottom of this between 311 to 314 area. That's where I'd prefer. So I'd want this to keep coming down. Morning, Tony. Yeah, market got stuck. I just hope it doesn't stay this way all morning. Because that JOLTS job openings report. So it looks like the market may have made its move already. But I'm hoping that's not the case. Looks like Simplicity has reset. Can't really see it because it's behind this big old ZOI. But it looked like it was green. Come on down in Q. Break this flux. Oh, got a pop up. You know, one of the main reasons why I was trading pre-market 1 hour before the open is because used to, that's when all the movement was 1 hour before the open, like in the pre-market. But now it seems like pretty much this whole year, around the 5, 6 a.m. time is where it's been getting some good moves. But oh well. Just been having so much news. And of course the news now, because of all the things happening all around, the news is has such more of an impact than usual. And I'm a pretty routine person. So once I set my routine a certain way, I don't like changing it up again. So I'd hate to go and plus I think more people are likely to come join me on the stream if it's later than earlier. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Spike down. But see, now I messed everything up. You wanted to sit there and accumulate orders and then shoot down, making my simplicity chart look ugly. Look at that. Golly. Why can't you behave, NQ? Well, price is still trying to make its way down, although it messed up my any setup I was looking for. Oh, you know what? I forgot to. I mean, but for the pre-market, it's at 83,000. The volume's at 83,000 right now, which is it's pretty decent for pre-market. Low is usually when it's around, well, I guess versus expected, I guess, maybe. But 83,000 is not bad, and liquidity looks real good, so. Now, when it's around 60,000, then our volume is pretty low, but I'll take 80. I'll take 80. Although I do like it when it's better, around 100. Some days, some of these mornings we get 100 to 120, then we're looking good. Yeah, but I need a simplicity run now, because this is what our simplicity chart is looking like here. So I need a nice move heading towards ice now. Head towards down this way. Give us a good little run. Because this right in here kind of messed everything up. The implied volatility. The IV right here kind of went haywire for a minute. So now we need it to straighten out, make a nice clean move towards this. It's not ice. It's a red eye block. So make a nice clean move down this way towards this eye block and give us a pullback somewhere in there. Yeah, I would love to have the expected volume indicator on there. It's just so heavy, and I got so many things open. So I just leave it off. Yeah, I know Craig loved that expected volume. I mean, it's great. Nice. Well, simplicity flipped again. Flipped, laid a new eye zone here. Funny monkey. Yeah, that's a long. I can answer that in a long way or short way. But yeah, I mean, I've been using the Apex sniper system for 3 years, and I have multiple funded accounts. My longest running account is I've had it for over 10 months, and I've traded trading days. I have over 125 days traded on it. My longest running account. So it's not so much the system though. It's yeah, the system is great, but everything is about psychology and discipline. And within the sniper system though, there's a bunch of different ways to trade. Like the particular trades that I take are on the not so much beginner stage, because you got to learn all this stuff first, which are the order prints. And then the trades I take are not these sniper trades. They're a little bigger of a trade, but it's all revolving around reading the market with this. And for me in particular, pre-market, I have a 15 tick stop and I go for a 25 tick profit. And then if I'm trading when the market's open, I use a 20 tick stop and I go for a 40 tick target, typically. But yeah, as far as system goes, I've never seen anything more accurate, because this is literally based on orders. Like whatever the orders are doing in the market, it's leaving these prints. It's another way of displaying. It's like footprints. Another way of displaying what the orders are doing. You just got to learn what all of it means. And yeah, I'd recommend watching some of my other videos if you want to really see, some more explanations of it and other things. All right, here we go. 30 tick just laid this mini magnet. Should push it down. With that mini magnet, we have a simplicity short coming. We had a reset. Now it's breaking through, hitting that red eye block. So we'll see if we can get a nice trend going and then look for the pullback. So really, what I'd like to see is this. Oh man, because we're under 300 now. There's 13,300. What I'd really like to see, I don't know if it's going to happen because the way price action is right now, it's because this isn't really a clean trend. We have a short, but I'd really like to see this break below this red eye block and take a pullback off of that. That'd be what I'd really like to see. If we didn't get this reset on simplicity here, then I'd be more interested in taking an LRE somewhere. I like this area right here with this 30 tick mini magnet, but also we know when there's a trend on the 30 tick, or if you don't know, this is something good to know. If you have a trend like this and then it lays a mini magnet after straight bars down, a lot of times that means that's the halfway point of this trend. It'll typically do that halfway through the trend, lay a mini magnet like that, and if it busts through, that means this could potentially come down to settlement, make its settlement run right now. But here at the red eye block, we did have a cluster there as well, so just giving a little hesitating right there. But if we can get through that without a reset and break through and pull back to it, that's where I'm going to take my short. But you see how Simplicity's getting a little sideways here. Getting a little sideways. We have a cluster on the 10 tick right there. Wouldn't be surprised if the 30 tick threw up another cluster somewhere in this area. And then break. I just hope we don't get a reset. Do not want another reset here. And that's also why I wasn't ever considering this as a pullback, because you can argue there was an entry here, but then coming down to the red eye block, as soon as it gets sideways like this, and then it gets to the solid line, you know that it's not in a Simplicity's not in a nice trend, right? Because it's getting sideways there. Now we do have a reset that I did not want. So if this does continue short, then I mean, it may come up here and test this mini magnet, but if it does continue short, then we got to let it run again a little bit and then wait for the pullback. Confirm its trend. Like, these are nicer trends, right? They're clean. Here it gets a little sideways, then it breaks up. But that's what I look for. All right, so it's coming up and testing that mini magnet. The 10 tick has a lot of HD built up here. Let's see what happens, if it's going to get rejected or if it's going to break through. Now, I have a very strict money management plan that I follow. So I do keep the same amount of contracts based on the account size. Then once the account gets to certain sizes, then I increase contracts. But I do have a money management video as well that I go into detail about that. I have a specific money management plan during evaluations, and then one during funded accounts, when accounts are funded. And I mean, that's been the key to me, to my consistency is following that to the T. All right, look. I said I wouldn't be surprised if there was a cluster there on the 30, and sure enough, there's a cluster. It's trying to get past that mini magnet. Let's see if it does or what it wants to do. Tommy, are you talking about these on my 10 tick chart on the bottom here? Yeah, Jeremy, I have a video, my simplicity setup, how I set it up. I do need to do a couple updated videos on chart setup and stuff, but the simplicity is the only one that I do anything different except for what Tommy's talking about on the 10 tick here at the bottom. Yeah, it's the DR reversal bars. Yeah, you just go to indicators. Go to deviation reversal. Then all the way down here at the bottom under plots, you open up that value box right here. It says match data series with. You just click that box, and then it'll do the bars that way. So it is having a tough time getting through this mini magnet, this 30 tick mini magnet on the 30 right here. All right. Might be doing what I was thinking it might. Come up, test that mini magnet. Looks like it might try to go short now. Let's see. There's that cluster. We're at that cluster, so we'll see what it does here. But check out the orders. There's that cluster. We got 46.59, 61.54. So a lot of good liquidity today. I like that. Yeah, if you leave your charts running overnight, I mean, you're not going to miss anything, Tommy. You're not going to miss any order prints unless if you have some kind of data blip. But you shouldn't miss anything. But yeah, you can always refresh just F5 and it'll refresh it all. All right, might be getting a, let's see. I would love for this to go give a simplicity short right here. That way it could run down and hopefully be the time it breaks this I block. That way then it would have a clean run down and then pull back. All right, come on down. It's 9 o'clock, so we should be getting some more volume coming in. Oh, Tommy, no, I'm talking about the dynamic magnets and the flux levels. Because when you first open your charts up, because I don't leave them running all night, I open them up a couple hours before I trade. And whenever when you first open up your charts, many times the flux levels and dynamic magnets don't load. So I go to that chart and just refresh those. And then after big news too, about 5 to 10 minutes after news, I'll refresh those. These here. The flux levels and dynamic magnets. All right. We do have a short. Let's hope this continues. So I did go up and test that mini magnet. Couldn't break it. Cluster is up in that area. Now we do have a short coming off of it. So hopefully that'll be enough. I would have preferred another mini magnet here, but at least we have an exhaustion box where it came up and tested that 30 tick mini magnet. Then we have a cluster, so this could be pushing it through, but if it had a mini magnet, if it laid another one there, then I'd really feel confident that it'd push through. But it's looking good so far. Hopefully this thing keeps coming down.
With exhaustion box on YM.
Yeah, that chart is that's the one that's called the dynamic magnets or 60-240 flux levels. That's the one that you load and you can just minimize because it transfers those levels to all your other charts. The dynamic magnets and flux levels. See, like right here on my 10 tick, this pink dotted line, that's one of the flux levels. If I do this, then you see all the pink lines. There's no dynamic magnets, really. There's some down here, this little orange, these orange lines. All right, come on, NQ, break this I block. Need it to break this I block here. Hope it doesn't get stuck there again. Looks like it might. Oh, okay. If this can continue down, I was trying to see if it leaves this mini magnet here, right here, and continues down, that's going to give us the push. That's going to push us right through. If it can leave this mini magnet here, that may even give us enough push to get down to settlement. So I need that to stay and this to close down at 289.25. That'd be really nice. Come on, NQ, be nice today. It's 9:05, so getting late for my trading session. So what I really need this to do is continue short, or else I might not be able to get a trade this morning. And you see, yeah, it's a pullback here, but I mean, it's a clear range right now, right? On simplicity, you have a clear bottom, clear top. I mean, if it just got rejected here, it ran all the way back up to there. I don't want to take the chance of taking a short right here when it's already at its rejection point. So that's why I want it to break through and then come back. Lost the mini magnet, but that's okay. As long as it continues. I really wanted to keep that mini magnet. It's having a hard time breaking this eye block.
TBS on YM.
See the IV, the implied volatility is getting a little haywire here. Just like it did back here. But it didn't reset or anything, so it could continue. I mean, it'd be okay if it continued. It'd still be looking for a pullback. Just need to clear this red eye block here. We're getting closer and closer to settlement. It's trying to make its way. It's not far off. About 20-ish, 22 points away. Come on down a little bit more. Have these clusters here on the 30. I mean, the 10. I want to make its way down just a little bit more and come back up and take a short right here where we are pretty much right now. If we can just get this to come down a little more and then pull back. Get this volume up as well. Right now we're at 56%. So if this come down a couple more bars, get that volume up, pull back. See, simplicity is getting a little choppy here. Just need a little burst. Come on. Couple bars. Just give me a couple bars down. It's not really much. Anything for it to get hung up here on, really. Order prints wise. So, I mean, we got 300 right up here, but there we go. Come on. It almost went. What I don't want, there we go. It was looking like it wanted to lay a mini magnet on the 30 right there. That's what I don't want. Don't want a mini magnet on the bottom. Okay, there we go. Now we're, see our volume's increasing here. Now we're getting a little bit of separation. So now, unless we get a really strong setup to go long, I would like a pullback now. I would like an LRE. Because now we're finally breaking this that little area.
Potential TX on NQ.
LRE would be at about 293.06, or not 06. Well, my little tag says 06, but about 293.25. 293.25. Right in this area, basically.
Trap orders with exhaustion box on NQ.
Okay, we're within 2 points, so I'm going to go ahead and go short here. See if this level holds up for us. But if it makes it back above that red eye block, then it'll just get back up in that zone. And I want nothing to do with it. See if we can come back down here. We have the one cluster here, but shouldn't be any reason to stop us from continuing short. This little X box, that's just a naked TX. That's not really, the breakout is what I like. That's good for me. Hopefully it holds up. You can see my entry is pretty much on the solid line there. And if we break this cluster here, we should go straight down to my profit target. Get ready to move to break even though. At that, once past that cluster. Strong level on behind, strong breakout point. So I'm going to hold for a little bit before I move to break even. Because it could oscillate a little bit with that cluster there. I'm just trying to lay a mini magnet. I don't see this not coming down, but if we get to 20 ticks or more, that's when I'll move to break even. Hit 18 ticks. It's a little bit of a struggle there. Don't like that it's trying to lay that mini magnet on the 10, but getting a little sideways on simplicity. I'm going to move to break even because that is behind the solid line now. Because if it goes to my break even and gets me out, it'll be behind the solid line anyways. So, all right, here we go. Now we should get to the target. Come on. Did a little cluster retrace. We should get there. Come on. Ooh. There we go. Target hit. Anybody get that one? You got a little bit laid this cluster on the 10, but worked out. Nice, nice. Yep. Good one there. Actually, that may have just got me funded on another account. Let me check. Yeah, that got me funded on 2 more accounts and $7 away from a third. Let's see. There we go. I don't know if y'all can see that. 52,992. 96 cents. And then 53,032, 53,132. So that'll be 2 more funded accounts. To go with my current ones. So now I'm definitely going to turn off. I mean, it's 9:18, so I'm not going to take another trade anyways. But definitely want to turn off those 2 that got funded. 88 and 89. Not yet, unknown trader, not yet. When Lambo. All right. Thank you, thank you. Hey, and look at that. We're starting to climb on this 25K account. Of course, y'all know I only trade this 25K this 1 hour before the open. So my other ones I trade during early afternoon sessions as well. But hey, I mean, look, I know a lot of people look at this and say, oh, you're 55 trading days in. And I think that's, or not trading days, but 55 days in. And I think that's trading day like 39 or something. But, you know, that just goes to show having patience and discipline. The account went down, had a terrible January. It's been up and down, but look, we're back above the profit. I mean, we're in the profit, so hey, it is what it is. You know, trading's not a get rich quick thing for sure. So gotta be patient. And I think, let me check my drawdown on that one. 25 to 13. 44 minus 23, 756. 07. Look at that. Back to almost 1,500 in available drawdown, which that's the allowable amount on 25K, right? So people that complain about the drawdowns as well, the trailing drawdown, it's just, hey, you got to have a plan. You got to have a plan. You got to take profits, things like that. You know, this, and I'm trading one full mini on this 25K account. Exactly, unknown trader. So, all right. Well, that's going to be my morning. I mean, and look, it's hard to walk away when you need $7 more to get funded on another account. I mean, because I could easily just hit sell and try to get a couple ticks, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to pretend like it's not even there. And because I only took one trade this morning, I'm about halfway to my daily goal. So I'll hop on this afternoon, see if there's anything, and try to get that other one funded. But all right, well, yep, 9:21. Y'all be careful for the Jolts job openings at 10 a.m. It's gonna be a big one. So otherwise, remain patient and trade well. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for joining in today. Take care, everybody.